Okay. I don't know when I started doing game reviews, but this one just deserves my attention because of how fucking absolutely good it is. It's not flawless, but it's just the right amount of it's the right amount of goat mixed in with a few little bugs here and there. It's I didn't my entire playthrough, I didn't upgrade anything. I didn't know how to use the upgrade system, so I kind of just went through the entire game with no upgrades and was just like, it is what it is. I thought that was intentionally how you played it until I saw the upgrade tree, and I was like, how the fuck do I use these? Tried start on it for like 5 minutes and couldn't figure it out. But that's besides the point. Here is like, I know it's been a fucking long time. This game probably been out for maybe like maybe like a year or 2 years now, and I know doing a review 2 years later isn't the best thing to do. You should probably do it when the game first comes out, but I'm not leaving up the fucking IGN who plays the game for like a solid plays the game for like 5 days and like tries to beat it on like the easiest difficulty just to put out a shitty review. Gotta let that shit marinate. You gotta get like 2 weeks a game should have before you review the shit. 2 weeks minimum, 4 weeks maximum, because that's a whole month. That's a whole month. And especially at a company like IGN, I feel like you should definitely have it. Because it's like, oh, other people are going to have the games out. Like, other people do game reviews. I'm getting off fucking topic. You stop getting off fucking topic. Motherfucking topic is Goat Runner over here. Fucking one of the greatest games of like, this generation. Like, I can't. Like, this game is so fucking good in terms of gameplay. In terms of gameplay, the story is kind of what you expected. The story basically, you wake up as a ghost runner. You've been out of commission for like God knows how long. God knows how long. So who wakes you up is a dude named the Architect, otherwise, spoilers ahead by the way, Adam. Otherwise, Adam. His like consciousness is like weird, put into like an AI thing. I don't know. So you wake up, you understand like, hey, all the rebels called the Climbers have been basically brutally murdered by this bitch named Mara, who took over Dharma City or the Tower. So now your job is to get to Mara and put an end to that bitch. Simple as that. All you gotta do. But then but once you get to like, Mara, you kill her, and then it turns out, oh wow, this guy who's been in my fucking head trying to, not save civilians, only caring about the fucking, tower in Dharma City as like 1/3 of it, actually tries to take my body. We don't let that slide, and we end up killing him in our mind, and then that deactivates us. So yeah, that's the entire story. It's really generic for like a futuristic story. Like, hey, the AI is really evil. Like, hey, both people are not as good as it seems. This dude woke you up just to take your body in the end. Well, it fucking sucks. Gameplay wise, oh my fucking god! I felt like Spider-Man with a fucking sword. I literally I felt like a ninja every single time I killed one, but then I also felt like I was playing fucking Dark Souls since I had to keep restarting after every time I died. And you only can get hit once. There's an assist mode. There's like another mode in the settings where you can turn on where you can take another hit, but other than that, take one extra hit. Not a lot of them. So you can only take one extra hit in that mode, but I didn't do that, and like I said before, I went through the entire game with no upgrades because I didn't figure out the fucking system in time. So this game, for me, out of 10, I'm giving that shit a 9. Story, gameplay, and mechanics, they're not hard to understand. Gameplay mechanics are not hard to understand at all. Like, at all. Like, you can probably pick this game up now and get what the hell each one does. It's just the fact that mastering them and putting them to use is completely up to you. Completely up to you. Just like, you could use Blink. I didn't know this until I did the survival mode. You can use Blink to quite literally cut through the barrier shields. I didn't know that until I did the survival thing. The little robots, you can jump in the air as soon as they get ready to shoot, slow down time, dash under them, and slash. Like, there are like you got your basic gunner, basic guy with the pistol. Then you get your machine gunners. Then you got the wardens, which are like the katana dudes, and the shield people, which I forget what the fuck they're called. Then you get down further into the level, further into like, you know, one of the levels where you're in like a laboratory and there's like these fucked up amalgamations. There's an illusion, motherfucker, where if you go into the sensory boost, that's what the slow down time thing is called. The sensory boost, you can see the real one glows red, and you can go after him. And then for those like teleporty, like scythe looking, with the scythe hand looking motherfuckers, I have no idea how to stop them except for using Overlord and just making them attack each other. And then just once he's done, like in that split second of attacking, hopefully he takes out one guy, and then I go over there and just, because they're fucking annoying. And then you also got the other amalgamated fuckers, the explosive dudes. Those dudes were annoying because you have to slow down time at like a certain moment to get around them to make sure they explode, or you can just hit them and they explode. It's like a weird mix, honestly, if I'm being real. Like Tempest, you can also use that against the robot dudes. That I only used Tempest against the robot guys. Everyone else was just like, oh, okay, this is simple. Blink is like one of the first ones you get. It's basically just to slow down time, mark your target, slash through them. And then the other one, which is called the third ability. I forget what the third ability is called. Shit. Because you got Tempest, you got Overlord, you got Blink, and then you got the third ability. I forget what the third ability does, but I don't really use the third ability all like that for real, if I'm being honest. Because the third ability was just like, it's there. Like, you really only catch me using Blink, Overlord, and Tempest for real. I think the third, I forget what the third ability was called. That's how much you don't really use it. I didn't really use it. I didn't really use the third ability all that much, being honest. The third ability was like, I don't know, something. But that's besides the point. That's the story. This is a really scuffed fucking review because I only have like 10 minutes to talk about everything, and I really love the abilities, the way the game feels, the game looks. The story's generic, but it keeps you intrigued long enough with the boss fights. Now, there's three boss fights. You fight Mara, you fight a bitch named Hell, and you fight Tom. Tom is a giant. Let's start off with Tom. Tom is a giant fucking like security system that has lasers and shit, and you have to go up. You have to go up, dodging the fucking lasers, and also dodging other hazards on the way. By the way, there's 1 or 2 checkpoints in this game. The first one is where you get like halfway up to Tom in the first encounter. It'll start you up there, and then the second one will be when you cut the first rope, and then the second encounter, and then when the second health bar goes down, the second one is all the way towards like the final 4 little, you know, grapple hook parts, and then and then it drops down, and then that's your other checkpoint. Like there's a handful of like 6 checkpoints, like 6 checkpoints in that entire boss fight. Hell, there is no checkpoints, which is crazy, because she has 4 health bars, and the way to kill her is parry, 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 which you learn how to do when you fight the samurai-looking dudes, which are called the Wardens. So you parry her like a number of times until she staggers, and that blue bar under her, like, you know, health bar goes away, and you slash, it's 1 health bar. Then you do it again, because you fuck up on the 3rd try and die, yeah, it's over for you. You gotta restart. You gotta restart from 4 bars. I don't know. It's a good thing, because like you have to be flawless with this, which is nice. And then the last boss fight, Mara, it's not bad. It's just extremely long, because all you really gotta do is just go around, dodge attacks, and if she tries to like grab you, make sure you like slow down time and dodge into like one of the transformers that are behind you, and then that way she'll get shocked, and then you can cut off one of her tentacles. Honestly, underwhelming boss fight, for real. That's really all I had to do. Pretty underwhelming boss fight. But I'm gonna try to speed this up, and I just realized what the fuck the third ability was. It was like a slashing wave. I didn't use it all that much, because I didn't really see the use of the range attack, because it's like, oh wow, it depends on focus, and I can use, my 3 other abilities are really useful. And the fact that I didn't have upgrades, it didn't go as far, And when you use upgrades in the game, it kind of slows down your regeneration for focus. Because I had I had like 15 passive regeneration, focus regeneration at the end of this since I didn't use any upgrades. But when you put upgrades, it kind of takes that down. I think when I finally put on upgrades, I had like 3 passive regeneration. Yeah. But like the upgrades are cool as shit. You get another dash, there's map upgrades and shit you can use. This is a really scuffed review. I will do an entire playthrough of this again. Once I finish the Modern Warfare 2 campaign and shit. So just stick forward to that. This has been Goat Runner, a very scuffed Ghost Runner review. This is your boy 0412, and I'm fucking leaving. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.